Welcome, 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 and good Friday morning. You are waking up with grace. That's right. It's Friday morning. It's 8:30, and I am awake. Today, we're just going to have a rapport just between you and me. I'm talking to you all in the audience. Today's show is brought to you by the Power Coaching Hour, where we help you redirect your thinking to more positive and powerful thoughts in order to achieve and attain and attract all that you want out of life. So, today is a great day, isn't it? And the weather is amazing. Today's topic is, wait for it, what do you want? What do you want? Seriously, have you ever thought of what you want? Many have. They still can't figure it out. They think they know what they want, but they haven't really taken the time to sit and put it all together and find out exactly what it is that they want. So today, we are going to discuss what is it that you want, right? But before we can discuss what it is that you want, you have to ask yourself, who do you want to be? Who do you know that you are? Before we could do that, who do you think that you are? There's a difference between who you think you are and who you know you are. So, who you think you are starts from the day you were born, because we have certain beliefs. We have certain thought processes that we go through that we've inherited through those of our environment, those who were raising us, those who are instilling their ideals, their ideas, their thoughts. They were just like cramming everything and saying, oh, don't do this, don't do that. And when you're first born, you have a clear slate. Your mind is blank. It was like a sponge. Between the ages of 0 till, I believe, 2 or something like that, they say. 2 or 5. Listen, what I'm sharing with you is from my beliefs. So for those of you who are going to go in there and look it up and this and that and try to prove me wrong, well, you're listening to the wrong person, because what I'm doing is sharing my beliefs and what I've known, what's worked for me, I'm sharing with you. So if you need proof or you need this, you need that, go ahead. Google is there. But I'm just sharing what I know. Okay? So you start from the beginning with a clean slate. And then you have all these people in your environment telling you no, telling you yes, telling you don't do this, don't do that, but do this, do that. Okay? So you're being shaped. You're being formed. You're getting a set of beliefs, right? So who do you think that you are? Whose opinion is being forced upon you? Whose thoughts are taking over your mind? Is it yours? Do you know what you want? Do you know how to feel about certain things, or are you just feeling it because that's how everybody feels about it? Who are you? Because before you can answer the question of what do you want, you have to know who you are. You have to know what it is that makes you tick. You have to know what it is that makes you do what you do, that makes you want what you want. So who are you? Ask yourself that question. Who am I? What do I want? What do I want to do? What do I want to be? How do I want to live? Where do I want to go? What am I doing here right now? Am I doing and being all that I can be? I mean, these are questions that you should be asking yourself to just, I don't know, just improve. I don't know. Well, you know what? No, let me back up for a second. Because you see, I tend to get way out there real fast. So bear with me, okay? I'm going to slow it down for a second. So let's get back to the subject of what do you want? Okay? So let's picking up on the beliefs from the day you were born. Okay? You have to be very careful. So from 0 to whatever age that it is, from 0 to whatever age that it is, and then there's like 12 or 15 or 18, somewhere up there, you start applying those beliefs, those things that were instilled in you when you were a child, you start using them later on in life. So around that time, you're still picking up other people's beliefs, believe it or not. When someone says to you, well, you know how blah, 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 blah. You have to be very careful when people use the word you when it comes to you. Even if they're using it in a negative sense, you. When someone's trying to tell you a story, they're telling you a story about someone, and they say, and then you understand that, da-da-da-da, and you feel me, and you're with me, aren't you? And you feel the way I feel, and anything that has to do with you. Think about it for a second. Think about it for a second, because if someone is telling you a story, and it's a pretty negative story, and they're using the word you, try to disassociate yourself and say, hey, hold on a second. When you say you, don't say you, just use the words they, anything that has nothing to do with you. Have them retrace those words, because you have an inner being, you have a conscious, you have a subconscious, you have all these things that are going on that you don't see. And yet it's picking up everything, anything that has to do with you. It's attracting, it's taking, it's bringing. So you're accepting conditions unconsciously, subconsciously, whatever the word is. Don't hold me to it. I speak what I want. I say what I want. You take it, accept it, reject it. Don't take it. Hey, I'm just here to give information. So take from me what applies to what it is that you want to do with yourself, okay? Never take everything that somebody says. Just dissect it and choose what fits your lifestyle, choose what fits you, choose what works for you, okay? Because it's your experience, it's your life, and you're the one who has to answer at the end of the day. So, who do you know that you are? Well, you know you're healthy. Are you healthy? What do you know? I want for you to take out a sheet of paper, okay? Take out a sheet of paper and break it into 3 sections. The first section, the things that I know, right? Second section, the things that I want. Third section, the things that I believe. Okay, the things that I know, the things that I want, and the things that I believe. Just go through those sections, take a minute you can wait until the broadcast is over, but you go in there and fill out all those things. All right? Try and put as much as you want up in there. There's a reason for this. Okay? So, what do you want? Okay? The things that you know is that you are breathing, you are living, you have a job, you have a roof over your head. Some of those things don't apply to you, but whatever applies to you, write it down. Okay? So the part that says what I want, on that section there, what do you want? Do you want a good life? Do you want a better lifestyle? Do you want more money? Do you want more friends? Do you want to do more things? Do you want to be more social? What do you want? In order for you to write, to know what you want, you have to write things down. You really do have to write things down, because when you take it from the mind onto paper, it becomes reality. It's not exactly reality at the second, but it's closer to, because it's from the mind onto paper, and then it could become real. This stuff. Step back. Hold on. 1 second. Okay. So you asked yourself your questions. You formulated your 3 questions. You've gone through. You've written what you want. You've written what you know. You've written what you believe. But let's focus on the beliefs. All right. Your beliefs can keep you from getting what it is that you want. It's true. Because if you believe that you cannot achieve it, you cannot do it, this is way beyond what you're capable of, then it's true. You can't do it. But if you believe that you can do it, you will do it, and you find a way to do it, that's also true. Okay? Like Gerald Ford said, if you believe you can or you believe you can't, you're right. Not exactly in those words, but this is my interpretation. Okay? Everyone's entitled to their own interpretation. But it's something like that. Google it. Okay? Now, oh, by the way, the prize for today is another 45-minute session with Grace. Pardon me. It's another 45-minute session with Grace. And the winner has been emailed. The winner has been emailed, and he was notified for last week. So this week is another 45-minute session with Grace. Yay! We learn a lot in these sessions. Okay, we do. We do. All right. So what do you want? You formulated it. Okay? Only you can answer those questions because it's your experience. It's your life. It's your thing. It's what you're doing. So what do you want? What do you want? I want for you to get another sheet of paper, okay? Because now we're going to focus on what you want. Do you know what you want? I need for you on that sheet of paper, right? I want you to start your day from the beginning. From breakfast, from what you had from breakfast, all the way to what you want when you go to sleep. What do you want for breakfast? What do you want to eat for breakfast? How do you want to spend your day? Pretend you're a billionaire, okay? Pretend, and I did this in one of my exercises in one of the programs. I had some of my students go through this, okay? What you do is, let's say you've had $1 billion deposited in your account. You woke up that morning and you had $1 billion deposited to your account. You had a text from your bank stating that this $1 billion is legal. It's all yours. The only thing you had to do was go to work. Okay? So I want you to state from beginning, from what you did, what time you wake up in the morning. When you wake up in the morning, what did you do as a billionaire? What did you have for breakfast? Did you go to the gym early morning? Did you before going to work? Or, what did you do in the morning? What color suits do you wear to work? What type of suits? Are you wearing silk suits? Like, you're a billionaire now. Okay? Start dreaming. Write your perfect day from beginning to the time you go to sleep, to the shape of the bed you're sleeping in, to the sheets, to the color. That's it. Dream from beginning to end. What would happen in the morning? What would happen during the day? What type of work would you be doing? Okay, what type of job would you have? Or what type of a career? Whatever it is, start it from the beginning and to the end. As a billionaire. Because once you start to expand your mind, once you start to dream about being a billionaire, it becomes a little more real. Okay? Especially if it's far from those who really don't believe. Okay? So if you have $1 billion in your account and you wake up in the morning, you go through the process. Going through the process, you will know what you want. Okay? So I really don't have time to wait for you to write your big dream. So I want you to do it when the show is over and then email me about it. Okay? As a billionaire, what would you do from beginning to end? And then we can work on getting those things to you. I can take you through the next process so you can try and get to those things and run through the process and get your mind prepared to accept the $1 billion. Okay? Because you have to be able to see it. You have to be able to see it. You have to be able to dream it. You have to be able to want to live it. You have to be able to live it, right? And once you have that one full perfect day in your mind, every morning when you wake up, I want you to see that day. I want you to see that day. I want you to relive it. I want you to live it every morning. You see yourself getting up. You see what you're wearing. You see where you're going. You see who you're talking to. You see your activity throughout the day. By the end of the afternoon, who are you having dinner with? What are you drinking? What are you eating? Where are you? What do you smell? What do you see? All that good stuff. What is it? What is it? Right? And by the time you go to bed, so this process should take you about 10 minutes, 15 minutes in the morning to just go through your day, live it, play it, keep playing it in your mind over and over and over. I want you to play it in the morning. I want you to find time in the afternoon to play it in your mind again. And in the evening, before going to bed, I want you to think about it. I want you to breathe it. I want you to live it. I want you to focus on it 3 times a day. That's what I asked. 3 times a day. Okay? So once you live it every morning, and then you start to look at, you start to look for certain conditions in your life that will take you towards that step. There's a step. Okay? You know what you want. Now you know what you want. What do you want? Once you've gone through that billionaire day, you know what you want. You want, at the end of the day, you want to be happy. By the end of the day, you want all your finances paid. By the end of the day, you want to live a nice lifestyle. You want to have joy and happiness and money and health and wealth and peace of mind and all those great things that you're supposed to have. You're entitled to. Your inheritance. It's yours if you want it. But you got to start dreaming it. You got to start wanting it. You got to start focusing on it, right? So when you have those things, once you play that record in your mind over and over, the universe, I call it the universe, I call it God, I call it Jesus, I call it whatever, you know what? You call it what you want, or whoever your creator is, okay? Whoever your creator, it's your life, it's your experience, it's your process. Okay? Whoever your creator is, call it that. But I will say, for this show's purpose, the universe. Okay? But I will make it clear that I believe in the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. But I will use the universe for this show, right? So the universe will find a way to get people on your path. People who will help you find your way to that $1 billion. Okay? You'll have contracts. You'll have promotions. You'll get all these other things that are coming towards you because the universe knows what you want. You're giving it specific instructions, or you're speaking, it's like it's seeing the movie of what you want, right? So there will be coincidences. There will be other things that are other people and other events and other opportunities and a lot of other things that are coming to you because your mind, as you sleep, it's calling all these things to get you closer to that dream that you're dreaming. Okay? Your creator wants to give you everything you want. But you as a person, and I'm telling you not to accept anybody's use, but I'm just saying you for now. Well, no, I can't say you. Most people, right? They're too busy focusing on things that are going wrong with their lives, things that they don't want to happen, things that are keeping them tied down, bogged down. Those kind of things. They're too busy focusing on those negative things that are going wrong in their lives. They're too busy focusing on things that they don't want to happen. I don't want the rain. I don't want this. I don't want what? Stop focusing on what you don't want. Use your mind to play the movie of what you do want over and over. And as you're playing it, you smile about it because you're knowing that every time you play it in your mind, it becomes closer and closer. And eventually, I'm not saying it'll be tomorrow or next month or next year, but you'll get closer to what it is that you're looking for. You'll get closer to what it is that you want. So, the point of all of this is you have to know what you want. You have to focus on what it is that you want. You have to keep playing it over and over in your mind. So in order for that thing to come to you, right, you have to reject all the negativity. You have to reject all the things that are not in alignment with the goodness, okay? So for you to get all those wonderful things to you, some of the prerequisites is to be happy, right? I mean, when you're dreaming about that thing that you want, doesn't it make you smile? When you see yourself just laying there, laying there on a yacht, right? You're laying there on the yacht and in the breeze. I mean, not everybody has my type of imagination, but everybody has their own type of imagination. Wherever you see yourself, you see yourself. But if I see myself on a yacht. Yes, I'm chilling on a yacht. Okay? So when you see yourself relaxing, the breeze coming through and the waiter comes, champagne, madame. Yeah. Okay? That puts a smile on my face. What puts a smile on your face? Okay? So if you're playing your dream over and over again and you're getting happy about it, and people are coming, so you'll have more people coming to you, helping you with more things if you're in a happy state. You're in a joyful state. You're doing things that you love to do. You're doing things that you want to do. If you're doing something right now and you don't love it, there is a process where you can start to change your thought pattern about it. Okay, start focusing on the good things that are going on with it. For instance, if you're at a job and you don't like what you do, right? First of all, you have a job. Second of all, you're paying your bills. Thirdly, you're putting gas in your car. Fourth, you're putting food on the table. You're doing this and you're doing that. Find all the wonderful things that you're doing with that paycheck from that job that you don't love. Okay? And then through that process of trying to find all the positive things that are going right, other things will come to you. Like you could be going somewhere. You can be somewhere and somebody has an opportunity. They're talking about it. You hear about it. Say, oh, I'm interested. Okay? Somebody somewhere has an opportunity. Somebody somewhere could be watching you in what you're doing, and then they want to hire you to do something else completely different, and you wind up being like, yes, where have you been all my life? It's all about being happy. It's all about, not for all the folks. I'm just saying this is what works for me. I'm just saying this is what works for me. You take it or leave it. You take a part of it. You take a piece of it. You take most of it. Doesn't matter. Take it or leave it, boo-boo. That's what I always say. But that's what works for me. Okay? So what you do those things that make you happy. Find what it is that you want. Okay? So once you've done that billionaire process, you should know what you want. So make that list. Keep it moving and start doing things that are making you happy. Start doing things that have like a positive aspect in your life. Start doing things that bring you joy. Okay? And if you're not doing something that brings you joy right now, find 10 things that are going very well with your life. Not very well, but well enough. Okay, you're still breathing. Find stuff, find things, and think about them every day. And after you get comfortable with that, then I want you to do your billionaire mindset, your billionaire day. Play it in your mind every day. Play it in your mind every day. Okay? So we've gone from who do you think you are, right? We've made a list of who you know you are. We've made a list of your beliefs, and we've made a list of the things that you want, right? And we've made a wonderful movie of your desire, what it is that you want if you become a billionaire. You've got something, that's your target, that's your goal. If that's the way you want to spend your day, then so it is. You work towards it by playing it in your mind over and over, and just watch how many people come to you to help you with your dream, not even knowing what your dream is. You will be on that path. Sometimes some people are so negative that the dream takes a lot longer than those who are in a pure positive state. Those who are, and I'm not, I'm not saying not to deal with the negative things that are going on in your mind or in your world, but I'm just saying, deal with it, keep it moving. Okay? If you have bills to pay every month, right? Write that check and say thank you for the services and send it. Be thankful. Be thankful. You have the money to pay your bills. All right? So those are bills. So you just don't sit there, oh, I had to pay the bill and so and child support. Oh, I can't stand this, blah, blah, blah. Well, you're giving it momentum. You're giving that negativity momentum. You're giving it more power. You're making it bigger. Every time you talk about something that's negative, every time you talk about somebody who's doing somebody wrong or blah, 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 gossip, blah, 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 whatever, it's negative. Every time you're doing anything that is not in a positive light, you are basically like blocking yourself from getting most of that abundance. Okay? Negativity and negative thoughts keep you from getting great ideas, genius ideas, amazing ideas, and the flow. Once your body is in a flowing with love and passion and you're loving what you're doing, you love your life, you love your family, you love your friends. It's like, but it doesn't get there overnight. You don't go from to like total pure bliss overnight. It's a mental game. You have to release all the negativity. Release the gossip. Release it. Forgive those who hurt you and harm you. Because if you hold on, you're just hurting yourself. Because most of the time, they don't even know they hurt you. And most of the time, they're enjoying their life. They don't care. They don't know. You are hurting yourself when you don't release and forgive and let it go. Because when you do those things, you're doing it for yourself. You're allowing yourself the freedom to be happy. Like I said, most of the time, these people, they don't even know that they've hurt you. And you could be thinking something that's like not even in their time zone. For real. Seriously. So, what you need to do, focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. Be yourself. Be your authentic self. Be your authentic self. That's part of knowing what you want. That's knowing who you are, knowing what you're capable of. Just knowing will help you determine what you want. Knowing who you are, being yourself. Just be. Just relax. Relax. Let it be. I'd break out in a song for you right now, but I don't think the producer wants to hear it. So anyway, let's get back to the topic of convo here. All right. So ask yourself, ask yourself, ask yourself, what do I really want? Now, from those exercises that I've given you before, you should already know the answer to that. But I want you to think deep. After the show is over, I want you to think deep. I want you to look at that piece of paper. Okay? I need for you to look at that piece of paper. Think. What do I want? My name is. What do I stand for? What do I want to stand for? Who am I? Who do I want to be? And when I leave this planet, what legacy am I going to leave behind for my children? And if I don't have any children, for the world. For the world. You know, are you going to be, what are you going to be? What are you going to be? Another Mother Teresa? Gandhi? What are you aiming for? I'm aiming to be the best Lydie Gracious Kwaku Charles that there is on this planet. I'm planning to be the best me that I can be. That's all I can be, is the best me that I could be. Don't go following what other people are doing. You know, don't do what others are doing because it's the trending thing to do. No. Listen to yourself. Listen to yourself. What does your gut tell you? What does your mind tell you? Start listening to yourself, because you could be the one that changes the world. You could be the one that people are waiting for to do what it is that you were meant to do on this planet. But if you're sitting there following other people and what they're doing and what they're thinking of doing and wanting to doing, and you're part of their plan and not doing what was planned for you, then that's a loss. That's a loss. That's a loss to the universe. Because everyone comes here with a purpose. Listen to yourself. What do you want? What is your desire? What do you plan to leave behind? What do you want to do for this world, in this world? Those are questions only you can answer, because only you know. Only you know what you're capable of. Only you know what you can do. But don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself. This world is limitless. This world is abundant. And there's plenty for everybody. So, what do you want? You can have anything that you want in this planet, in this world. You can have it all. Your Creator has designed it that you can have anything that you want. You can have it. You just have to know how to ask. You just have to know. There are a lot of things you need to know, boo. A lot of things you need to know. But you know what? We're going to start with the basics. We're going to start with the basics, right? Know yourself. Know who you are. Know what your capabilities are. Know what you came on this earth to produce, to provide. What is your purpose? What is your purpose? You can only find that if you dream. You can only find that if you are quiet and you listen. You listen to yourself. You listen to that inner being, that inner voice. That voice in your heart that voice in your body, that voice that speaks very quietly. In order to listen to it, in order to hear it, you have to be very quiet because it speaks very softly. So if your mind is telling you to get out there and do this and do this and do, honey, that's the ego. Because your mind, your real mind, your true self is very quiet. The instructions are very soft. And sometimes you might miss it if you're not quiet enough. You need to listen. Listen to yourself. And I suggest, this is just my suggestion, you don't have to do it, but I suggest you sleep well. I suggest that you have enough hours, because when you sleep, your body is rejuvenating, your cells are just, everything is moving, everything is getting refreshed, right? And that is the time that your inner being, your spirit, your bigger self is out there bringing to you that thing that you want, whatever it is that you're asking for, in a grateful, positive, happy, joyful mode. That is when your spirit is roaming and finding those things for you when you nap, when you sleep, when you rest. You will get ideas. You will get thoughts. You will get so many, but you have to pay attention. And to pay attention, you have to know what you want. Yes. Know what you want. Know what you want. To know what you want, to get what you want, you have to listen to yourself. So there are a lot of questions for you. A lot of questions for you to answer today. And I think I gave you enough juice. I think I gave you enough juice. So, do your sheet with the 3. Okay? What you know, what you want, and what you believe. And whatever you believe, you know, that you ask, if you ask, you believe, you will receive. All right? That's always been my motto. And then I need for you to go back in there and do your billionaire day from beginning to end. Feel free to email me. It may take a while for me to get back to you. It's been very busy. But feel free to email me at wakingupwithgrace@gmail.com and share your answers with me. And let me know if you need any feedback or help with the exercise. Well, the prize for the best quote of the day, I told you, is a 45-minute session with Grace. So don't forget, type in your quote. Type in your quotes. It is late in the morning. So I haven't checked the wakingupwithgrace@gmail for any quotes this morning because I was rushing out the door. I do it all for you. Right? So type in your quotes and I will let you know if you are the winner. If you are the winner. All right. So again, 45-minute session with Grace. Now, let's talk about what you want, right? There's a program. There's a program that I put together for a specific group of people. There's one program for a specific group of people. But now I've decided to open it up to the public, okay? It's the 4 weeks challenge. The 4 weeks challenge to getting what it is that you want out of life. All right? In this 4 weeks challenge, I spoke about it before, but it wasn't open to the public. I still kept it for my coaching clients, because they're so special. But I'm opening it up to the public. I may offer it for 2 months. I'm not sure. I'm just testing. I'm testing it out to the public because I really like that closeness with just my coaching clients, but we're trying something new. So the name of the program is called the 4 Weeks Challenge. In those 4 Weeks Challenge, okay, it's the 4 Weeks Challenge to getting what you want out of life and keeping it, right? Because a lot of people, they get to the point where they have riches, they get all of that they want out of life, and then they lose it from something they thought, something they did. It just disappears. But with this program, you get to be in that mindset where you keep it. So the 4 Weeks program, it's a 4-step process. The first week, we learn to release, right? We release negativity. We release a whole bunch of negative stuff, negative thoughts. Let it go. So if you release something, you need to replenish. So what we do after that, we replenish. We replenish with great stuff, positive thoughts, affirmations. I show you how to put together a manifesto. Good stuff. Manifesto. So with that manifesto, we go through goal cards. We go through a process that in the morning when you get up, you just feel so good. You just do. You do. So the first week is release. The second week is replenish. And then by the third week, you're learning new stuff so you can grow. Like you're growing in the knowledge. You're growing in the things that you just learned. Now, my suggestion is while you're in the growth stage, don't share your knowledge with anybody else. Because if they're not at the same point where you are, they will drag you back with them. If you're not strong enough in your beliefs, your new beliefs, because you've released all that stuff, right, from the past, things that aren't serving you really. So once you've taken the third week and you're growing in your knowledge and your new way of thinking and your new way of doing things, and the fourth week, you get to expand. I call it expansion. You get to expand because you're so strong mentally in what you're doing that it doesn't matter what anybody else is doing. It really doesn't matter what anybody else is doing or what anybody else is saying because you're on your own path. They're on their own path. Everyone is doing their own thing. And you'll recognize that and you'll realize that you are only in control of yourself. You are only in control of what you can control. Can you control somebody else? No, some people can't even control their kids. Imagine that. Okay? But there is a process for everything. And this process was put together very carefully as to not to overwhelm, because it's a 6-month program. It's been condensed to 4 weeks. 4 weeks, which means you are going to have to make time. You're going to have to make time. The manifesto itself takes time. So if you're ready to work and you really want to have your heart's desire and keep it, well, send me an email or just write it in the comments. I want in. Let me have it. Send me the link, however you choose to communicate it with me. Or you can just Facebook me. Instant message. I don't like writing on the wall thing. I don't write on my wall. Don't write on my wall. Anyway, send me a private message any way you know how. And Sincere, can you just put up wakingupwithgrace@gmail.com and pin it, please? So send me an email there and let me know if you're interested. and I'll be more than happy to work with you. So in this 4 weeks program, there's also a 1 hour coaching session every Friday. It's a group session. It's a group session where everybody gets on a call, and then you express how it worked for you that week, what you did, and what you noticed was going differently in your life. And I love hearing those stories of how people just light up and they say, oh, this changed and that thing, and that, oh, I'm so happy now, and blah, blah, et cetera, et cetera. So if you want to join the group, feel free, send me an email. It's no big deal. It may take some time for me to get back to you, but just send me an email. Well, you just woke up with grace. You woke up with grace. It's getting later in the day. What are your plans for today? Do your exercise. Do your exercise. Okay, do your billionaire exercise. And let me know when I come up again on Friday. Let me know exactly how it went for you. Okay? Send me an email. If you want me to share it, if you want me to share your message, let me know. Just say, hey, you can share this. And then I'll share it with the audience and see who else had a great experience as much as you did. All right? So that's it for today. And yes, activities around town. AHP has a mixer on May 11th. The last mixer was off the hook. You guys need to come. Okay, it's at Tenley Bar and Grill at 4611 41st Street Northwest, Washington, D.C. All right. So, and the gala. For those of you, okay, some of you who watch this show, I know I have a Haitian audience. I do. Parts of you are a Haitian audience. So if you are in the Maryland area, Maryland, Virginia, D.C., there is a group called the Association of Haitian Professionals. And we get together once a month. And then we have a gala once a year. And then there's a family picnic once a year. So if you want to get involved with AHP and you're a proud Haitian like I am, send me an email. All right? Or just Facebook and look for Association of Haitian Professionals. Because we'd like to get to know you. We'd like to get to see you and converse with you and have relationships and keep it moving because we are one happy group. Anyway, as I was saying, the gala was off the hook, okay? It was really nice. Now, this is the last time I'm going to talk about the gala, and I just want to give AHP their props because they did a really, really good job. I'd like to thank our sponsors, our diamond sponsors, Monique's Boutique in Union, New Jersey, and our platinum sponsors, Healthy Kitchen Jewels by Salad Master. And we have one more sponsor that's in the books, but will be announced next Friday. All right, well, this is Grace. You just woke up with Grace, and I am signing off, and I want you to do your homework and say hello to people you meet and put a smile on your face because that will get you closer to what you really want out of life. All right, so state your case, state your mind, state your dreams, and dream big. Dream big. All right, that's it. Have a good day.